Okay. I hope this is a good angle. I am hearing be the oracle. No, I'm not. Maybe for someone, maybe for myself. I'm hearing be the offering. Offer yourself up completely, entirely. That's definitely the theme of life right now. Whatever is happening astrologically, whatever is happening collectively, be the offering. Let go of everything. And just open up. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thank you for returning here with me. And if you are new, thank you for trusting yourself to click on this video. Definitely let me know if you're new. I have no idea if there's people that I don't know who are watching these. That'd be really cool. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you at with your journey, with this path of life? Please share with me everything that's going on. I'm gonna get started with this reading for you, this oracle reading. Maybe right now I am the oracle. Okay. Getting started with this Gateway of Light activation deck. I call forth from within the light of Source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of my heart and mind. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of my soul. I welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. And so it is. And so it is. Let's get going here. I got some muddy feet right now. Been able to earth walk more in life, which is so good. I miss my feet on the earth so much. I definitely could have, done it during the winter, but I did not, as much as my body is fueled by it. All right, let's see. Who is this reading for? What's going on? Okay. Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. Right. Okay. Maybe I feel like you have been using your throat more. If you haven't, then definitely express yourself radically. But I feel like you're already there, and congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for showing who you are and what you're about in this world. That is one of the most courageous and brave things that anyone can do. And I feel like you just really deserve to be congratulated. So, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. Let's see what else. Shambhala initiations. Retreating to recharge, trusting the process, Dharma. All right. So I feel like you definitely were expressing yourself a lot. And it's time to kind of sit back. You were in that yang energy where you are super active. And, if you're a female, you might be transitioning from different phases in your moon cycle. And say now you're going into, I honestly don't really know what each of them mean. But if you're entering into the phase where it's kind of, if you're menstruating or something and it's time to just slow down and rest, it's definitely time to do that. Whether you're a female or not, retreating to recharge, you use that energy, you expressed yourself, and now it's time to retreat to recharge and fill yourself up. And it does say trust the process, trusting the process. So while you're doing this, actively trusting the process, trusting the timeline, that this is what's meant to happen. You might need to say no to certain things right now, but that's okay. That's totally okay, because something even bigger and better will be coming to you when you're fueled. You don't want to overdo it. You want to fill your cup. And when you have, you know, poured a lot out because you were in this self-expression, this authenticity, you were that wild child. If you just came from my last reading, you were that wild child. And, you know, now it's time to pour more into your cup because you did your duty, you know? All right, let's see what else. Orion activation. I feel like I'm saying everything weird. That's okay. Supernova. Recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Yes, so that's definitely what's coming as you retreat to recharge. As you recharge, there's going to be this boom. Like the bigger and better that I was talking about, that's what the supernova is resembling. So if you are fascinated by astronomy, I highly recommend looking into supernova. If you're fascinated by spiritual meanings to things, look into the spiritual meaning for supernova and what that can mean for you. And definitely, like, as you're retreating to recharge, think about what timeline you would like to enter into, and then let go of that timeline. You know, give control to the divine, but definitely be descriptive. I'm smelling like a campfire right now. I'm smelling some smoke. And so this could be like an actual like firework type thing that's going to be happening for you. Maybe you're going to a fire, and that's kind of a part of this initiation, this renewal. If you're going to be going to a fire with friends or family soon, it's a really good sign to go. It's a really good sign that beautiful things are going to happen there. Let's see what else. Let's see what else from my dear friend. You're doing such good work. You are, I'm honestly astonished by you. And I want to take some from your book because I feel like everything you've been doing is exactly what, you know, is aligned to your dharma, that's aligned to your life path and your mission, and it's aligned to God and spirit, and that's so awesome. Sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. I feel like this is kind of what you're entering into as well. There is a lotus flower here. So this is about blossoming in all the parts of your life that there was once muck in, that there was once turmoil in, trauma, negativity, heavy emotions. This is you finding tenderness and being able to reframe those parts inside of you, not just mentally, but also energetically. So when you think about certain experiences in your life, I'm pretty sure a bluebird just flew by. I'm pretty sure that was a bluebird or a blue jay. I saw some blue, if that was a sign for you. So yeah, you may be thinking about certain people, certain experiences, especially if they have to do with your sacral. And that's just going to be being met with so much tender, loving care, TLC, and peace. And so definitely like hone in on this, maybe like a lotus flower meditation for all of those places within you that were, you know, really crunchy and that made you kind of want to hide or protect yourself. All of those things are going to be met with this openness, with this peace. Shanti, shanti, shanti. All of it. All of it. What else for them? What else, Spirit? Maybe I meant to ask a question. Okay. Is there something that they can do now within that retreat time? Because we are seeing that it's time for them to retreat and fill their cup. Is there something else that they can do in this retreat time that will accelerate this process and accelerate this progress to get to this openness, to get to this supernova renewal, this rebirth. What's something they can do? And be as specific as you want, Spirit. Be as specific as you want. I'm definitely seeing, like, you know, hydrate yourself, nurture yourself physically, you know, food, water, exercise, sweat. If you can sweat during the day, even if that's just like, you know, sitting outside in the sun, definitely do that more. That's going to help all of those toxins release from you, and you're going to be filling yourself with this high vibrational energy and nutrients. Okay, let's see. Star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed, recharging. Yay! Okay, that's so beautiful. You're definitely going to be receiving a lot of information, whether that's in your dreams, whether that's from people being like, hey, this just randomly came into my mind and I wanted to tell you about it. Whether it's from a meme that you're sent on, you know, Instagram or something, or TikTok. I'm hearing TikTok. And, you know, it's just going to click and you're going to be like, ah, you know, that was exactly that last key, that last piece of the puzzle that I needed to heal, to heal this wound. Oh, and it's going to be so recharging for you. It's going to be so life-giving for you. I'm so happy for you. I like really want to be your friend. If I'm already your friend, then like I'm like so grateful already. All right, let's see. What other messages, Spirit? Can you tell me more about this timeline that they're entering into to get them excited to do, you know, that rest and that recharge? Tell me more about this timeline. What is it going to look like for them? What is this timeline going to look like for them? Let's see. Sometimes, since I like to, you know, shuffle the cards and have them fly out most of the time, you know, it can take some time to connect with Spirit in that way and listen in. If that's something that anyone would like a video on, you know, about shuffling and how do you know? And I could totally, you know, be a part of that information for you. All right, I had one fly out. Or I had one flip over. Lemurian seed codes. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Wow. So I feel like this is a part of that tenderness too that's within you. I think this is the last card for this deck. You are just going to be becoming this more tender, sensitive being, but that doesn't mean you're getting weaker in any way. You're just softening these really hard parts of you, or that were once really hard, and you're really providing healing and new perspectives to those situations. And all of this is just making you so much stronger as a being, as a human. You're able to talk about really hard things more, and you're going to be such, I feel like you already are, but, you know, on a deeper level now, you are going to be such an incredible being for people to learn from, to hear about what you've been through, because they're going to see that you were able to go through so much and then come out on the other end as a whole being. I feel like this shift is even more profound than I will be able to find the words for you, but I think you have an idea. And, you know, this is going to make you really unique. This is going to make you really special, and people are going to see that about you, and people are going to be so drawn to you because they see how powerful you are. That tenderness, that sensitivity. It really is your power, and it's just igniting you. It's igniting you. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull from the Fairy Forest deck. This was my first deck that I received. I do recommend, I was thinking about this earlier, so I'll say it now. I do recommend, if you are looking into getting started with Oracle or Tarot, then see if, you know, you're able to be gifted one, or if like the universe gifts it to you, say at like a thrift store or something, I really encourage that for everyone. But of course, if you're just so drawn to a deck, then get the deck. But I was so lucky that I was gifted this, and I was like, I wouldn't have had it any other way, because I wanted to be gifted my first deck. And, you know, it just makes it so much more special, and there's like a deeper connection to it, because you're like, wow, like that was just perfect. You know, it's divinely perfect. So let's see, what other messages from the fairy forest for my group here, for my friends here that are receiving this message. I'm here, we got messages. Spirit, the fairies, like always, they got a lot to say. If you ever want to talk to fairies, they have a lot to say. They have a lot of wisdom to hold. Trees, I'm having the trees come up in my head right now. Even just sitting by a tree, and maybe some of that, I forget what the card was, but information being downloaded, or you're going to have that aha moment. It could be like sitting under a tree. Definitely get connected to the elements, to nature. Woo! Okay. The life bringer, establishment, growth, fulfillment. Yes, so everything that we have been talking about is being so deeply established within you to your roots. All of this is becoming rudimentary principles for you to live by. And it's all just, it's life-bringing stuff. It's life-fulfilling, and it's just going to help you grow throughout the rest of your timeline, throughout the rest of your people's timelines that are close to you, that you may be, you know, a healer, those that you're able to help help them set up for their own healing journey. Like, all of this is just down to your core being filled with such life-giving growth energy. So if this is holding true to you, then everyone that is close to you, they are so lucky to know you. They're so lucky to know. I can already feel that. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, bliss. I love this card. I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see. I don't know if you can see, but it's like this woman, this angelic woman, and you can just see her body is filled with ease, with bliss, contentment, satisfaction, security. I feel like this is saying the hard work is done. You know, after you've been using your throat chakra, for sure, you've been expressing yourself to those around you, expressing yourself to the universe. And after you go through this, you know, retreating and just, you know, specifically the sacral chakra did come up. So if there's like one extra level to, an extra depth of healing around the sacral chakra, or just anywhere in your body that needs some extra tenderness, and you kind of know that, you know, it's time for that, then, you know, do it. And all of this foundational bliss is coming to you, and you'll always be able to get back to this place now, because you've gone through all the muck and the turmoil. You've gone through hell, and you've been able to overcome hell because you've stayed strong. You've done your inner work. You've brought, there's a list of things, you know. I know you know too. You've done it. And so this bliss, this ease, it's foundational to you now, because you know you can get through anything. If you can get through hell, then the rest of your life is spent in heaven. And this doesn't mean that, you know, challenging things aren't going to come up, but you're going to see them as challenges now. You're going to get excited when things come up, because you're like, wow, how can I deepen my practice here? This thing coming up that it may be triggering, although I feel like triggering might not be the best word after this, but I feel like challenge is the best word. You're going to say, you know, how can I deepen my wise being practice? Say wise woman, but wise human practice here, because all of it is guru in disguise. All of it is spirit in disguise, God in disguise, you know, seeing how can I deepen my relationship to this ultimate, limitless, infinite, eternal essence within me. That's your foundation. All right, is there any other messages? I feel like this might be it. I feel like this might be it. Is there one more? All right, I feel like there is one more from this deck. Let's see who wants to come out. What wants to be said? I'm feeling bee energy right now. Ooh, okay. Whoa, I got multiple. Can we get clear, Spirit? If there is one more. I feel like the fairies do want to talk to you, maybe like on your own, the fairy forest, or just like nature in general, the forest in general wants to talk to you. So maybe in your alone time, in your free time, you can go sit out with plants and see what comes up, you know, whether it's you work best with journaling, see what comes out of your pen, or if you're just speaking out loud, see what may come up, because there's a lot of messages that are incoming for you, but I feel like you're meant to receive those on your own. All right, is that it, Spirit, or is there one more? I still feel like there's one more. Okay, let's see. What is it, Spirit? I heard it's hiding. Oh, okay. All right, I got two. We'll take both. Awin, she's one of my other favorites. I don't know if you can see her. Gift, divine inspiration, awakening. Yeah, this is definitely you reaping your rewards. This is a gift from God. This is your true awakening to your Atman, to Brahman, to your true self with a capital S, awakening to this expansive, eternal essence within you. My words are not doing justice, but you exactly know. I think once we start speaking about this stuff, then, you know, it's gone. But you know, and this is a gift from the divine for you, and you're going to be so inspired for the rest of your life. What else? Fairy godmother, revelation, discovery, epiphany. Yeah, I feel like that just summarizes it all. All of this is a true, deep revelation within that you are going to carry with you for the rest of eternity. You know, this is like your enlightenment moment. Own it. Like, this is your enlightenment moment. This may be your last timeline on Earth as a human, if you choose. You know, you can come back if you do really want to experience something. But this is definitely that deep soul discovery that you've probably been working towards. I know you've been working towards it for years in this timeline, but for absolute lifetimes. For lifetimes. Just to like go through this journey of life again, this journey on Earth or whatever other planets. Not that I think we got bored in another timeline or in another, you know, dimension, but it was like, hey, I want to go through this again and, you know, experience the play of all of this, because all of this is one big dramatic play. And I feel like with this revelation, this epiphany, this discovery, this awakening within you, you're going to remember that this is all one big play, and you are going to spend the rest of your life playing. So enjoy playing. You deserve it completely. I am honored to have done this reading for you. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day.